we're looking at the climate survey right now. And the climate survey includes quite a number of slides. We've got the introductory slide that has quite a bit of information about where we are and what is our closest weather station, has some different elements there and has a couple of different charts. Now, if you find that you have data or images or charts for this work, great. You don't have to put all the information into every single one of these little charts or boxes. You can just put it right in. However, if you do have that, great. You can put it in either way. Either way works. So first off, what is our location? So this is Calgary, Canada. And you could put in your lat and long here, or you could put in your UTM coordinates. Either or works. Canada. What is the climate type? So this is cold, temperate. What is the Köppen-Geiger climate classification? It's a classification that uses climate code, and it gives us a sense of where are there other places in the world that are similar. And if you go on to do the advanced climate classification course, they can be exceptionally useful, and it can really help to see where your classification is going and where you might start to look at different areas in the world for strategies for planting, for growing, for creating soil, for building. It's a really useful piece. So all we do is we go into some sort of search engine. I'm using Google. Just put Calgary Köppen climate, and immediately it pops up. Sometimes it's from the Wikipedia page, and sometimes it's from another page, but this comes up, and I know this to be true because I've worked in this climate before. It's Continental Subarctic Climate, or DFC. The DFC and the expanded definition is what I'm looking for, so I'm just going to Command-C, copy that, come back here, go Command-V, paste it, and I'm going to remove the parentheses, remove the rest of that. And you could put the abbreviation first, you could put it last, either is fine. I'm just going to, again, click on something that has a self-similar type of, moved off of it. Click on something that has a self-similar type of formatting I like, click the paint format, and then go over top of this, and there we got it. And because it's climates at the end of it, I don't really need that, and kind of takes up more space, so I'll leave that. And again, I can go back through here, I can highlight all of this, click the highlight button, and go transparent, and it's transparent. USD hardiness zone, well, I'm in Canada, so I'm just going to change this to the Canadian hardiness zone, and you can change that. And for anybody else in a different climate, you can take a look at the hardiness zone for yourself, or the hardiness zone internationally. And looking at this, I pulled up, just typed in Calgary plant hardiness zone map, took a look at a couple of different ones, and then pulled up this amazing interactive map about climate hardiness and found our site. So I also use Google Earth Pro. It's a great free program that I can use to go back and forth and start to build out different aspects of different client work. And I'm looking at the roads here, and this is my family's, my dad's house. So I know where this is intuitively, but if I was looking at the road here, I could landmark these shapes, come back here, and sure enough, we get that same shape. So I'm going to punch in even more. I'm going to pull this a little centered because I'm going to take a screen capture here and put this directly into the map. So I'm going to punch in just a little bit more, and a little bit centered, a little bit more centered. So I want to capture these delineations here because we've got kind of two, and we've got a 4A and a 3B kind of coinciding, and this is where that site is. So I might even punch in, oh, that's good enough. And then depending on your device, you can screen capture. On a Mac, it's Command-Shift-4. On PC, it'll be different, and you can look that up for whatever it is for your machine. Or if you're working on mobile, take a look at whatever that is. And I don't need much here. I think I will just take that. Nice thing about my computer is that it pops up right away, so I can actually pull that in and have it populate. Now that it's there, we've got this little place to insert hardiness map. So I'm going to do so, and I don't need that box anymore. I'm just going to put that in there. And I'm going to move this to the back of it. I'm going to give myself a bit of room here, move these things up. So this is kind of on the cusp of 3B, 4A. So I'm going to go 3B/4A. And again, I'm going to highlight all of my answers and then bold them. And then looking down here, I'm just going to move this up a bit and then move this back, order send to back, so that way this pops up for me. And then this is my little design site icon. And then I'm going to move the design site icon exactly where this is, which is right here. And I've lost the little white piece. So I'm going to come back here, and it looks like I had a problem uploading this image. So I may have to do that again. So so now that's at the back. So I've got to move this to the back because I can't click on it. So send to back. And now I can click on this, right? And I can replace this image, upload from computer. This was a screenshot I took, so it's on my desktop here. I think it's the bottom one. Oh no, so this is the neat thing about the way this computer works, is that if I don't have, if I take it too quickly, it doesn't save it, which is, it's useful in some situations and not in others. So I'm going to take it again, and I'm just going to let it be saved on my desktop. Maybe a little less. I kind of liked how that was sitting there. Here we go. So I'm just going to wait for a second, let that move off. I think I can even push it off. Here we go. And then I'm going to replace image, because that's the easiest way, just to bring it exactly where that positioning was. Upload from computer, there it is. Press open, and there we have it. And then what I'm going to do, this is new for folks, so I'm going to punch in so you folks can see. I'm going to zoom in here. Here we go. So I'm going to move down here. So we've got two different elements here, and I'll fix this for the main piece. I'll fix this for you folks. So this is that, this is that. And so what I'm going to try and do here is try and grab both. But it's not working that easily. So I'm going to do that little side capture. It's going to capture a lot, so I'm going to take that off, and I should just end up with these two. Right click, group, and now when I move it, yeah, it's all one thing. So what I did was I isolated these two elements, and this will be done for you folks because I'll go back into the master and do this. And it all worked together, and then I right-clicked and I clicked on group, and I can ungroup that as well. But right now this is working really well as a grouped piece, and I think it was right about there. I'm going to go back to Google Earth and just georeference again. Yeah, it's right at that intersection and a little bit above, so maybe a little bit higher. Pretty close. Good enough. And now we have a little title here. So I'm going to zoom out. Again, go to the zoom button. Click zoom out. Great. This is pretty good. Could move this a little higher, which I think I will. And then just put the design site again. So this is Bernakevitch, Oasis, Urban Oasis, I think is what I called it. Urban Oasis. There we go. Great. And then we're going to put in, insert state and country, or region and country, or province and country. So I'm going to put in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. And again, they're looking for the zone just to make sure that I know that they know that we know. So we're going to put in 3B/4A. Awesome. I'm going to just put that off to the side so that way it's at least justified from one side or the other. Awesome. Additional relevant introduction to climate type. So I lived in this site, so I know this place, so I know quite a bit about it. And so continental climate can be very hot in summer, cold in winter, and uniquely has Chinooks, warm winds that can increase temperatures in winter by up to 20 degrees Celsius. So you'll see that I've gone below. So what I can do is I can highlight all of that. You can see how it's highlighted below. Come up here, just make it smaller until I can see everything, and then I can leave it there. So that's all of my basic survey information. And in the next video, we'll take a look at weather stations.